Seems like you've stumbled upon a vampire. Um, so I might have been gone for a little longer than I thought I was going to be. You see, what had happened was, well, I had planned to be gone for a little bit, and I was gone for a lot longer. Not only did Sunny grace me with his disgusting cold, uh, but then I had to do some traveling, diplomatic things. I am the king of all the vamps, after all. And, unfortunately, that comes with a little bit of, well, traversing from my home. But now I'm back in my cozy blanket. I've got my drinks, my snacks in the background, and yes, I am still in this form. Why am I still in this form? Because vampire technology, is very modern, but unfortunately, it is not good enough. I'd hate to say it. I am dissing my own race. It is not good enough to handle all of the things that I do. Anywho, yes, I'm back. I hope that you have missed me dearly. I've missed you all dearly so, so very much. Goodness. Anyways, so a couple things that I would like to tell you all. So, let's see. Oh, actually, during my diplomatic visit, I was actually able to go and pay a visit to my friend Yarrow. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Yarrow, but they've been in a couple of my videos. So, of course. And of course, we hang out on the regular. It's great. I finally saw Iron Lung. Yes, that movie made by, what do you humans call it? YouTubers named, yeah, he's named Markiplier. Yeah, great movie. Absolute amazing movie. 10 out of 10 for me. Probably the best movie next to frickin' Avatar, and I like the Avatar movie, so. um, yeah, great movie. Low key thought it was an advertisement, and I was like, is this an advertisement? And I also was like, I I had some thoughts. I had some thoughts. Great movie. Scored it about a 9.5 just because the beginning was super slow and I almost thought I walked into the wrong theater. But good movie overall. Loved it. The ending was great. Everything about it was great. Had me on the edge of my seat. And very few things do that to me, aside from Sunny. Anyways, wow, would you look at the time? Anywho, yeah, we're back. We're so back. I hope you're happy to see me because I'm happy to see you. Let's see. Oh, so while I was in Yarrow's territory, we also watched a couple of shows. This wacky show called Centaur World. Yeah, it was very good, and I will not talk about the kind of person I became every time my favorite character that I decided to fiend over for whatever thing I was watching popped on screen. Anyhow, the Elktar King, or the Elktar and then the Nowhere King. That's all I have to say about that. Anywho, it was pretty great. Great show. Love the vibes. Um, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I also got to watch a couple of other things. Some of them weren't as like notable. It was just kind of like us watching. But we did end up watching Nimona, which I had put off watching. Great, great movie. Loved it. Loved the style. I just love everything about it. The pacing was a little fast, I thought, but it turned out to be like a good thing. So nothing bad. Uh, let's see, what else have I done? I don't know. It's like, it's been so long since I've last seen you all. Like, I had to leave early because, of course, Sunny's cold was a bit crippling. But as you can hear, I'm no longer suffering my ailments. And yes, Sunny is still in the jar. Matter of fact, somebody remind me to draw Sunny in the jar so I can have him on my desk and so that so he can watch. Ah. Anyways, yeah. Let's see. There's something else I watched that was really good as well. Oh, Beastar season 3. So I had previously watched season 2, but I hadn't gotten caught up on season 3. I waited until everything was released. That was good. That villain Melon, Chef's Kiss, great villain. I do not like Beastar season 3 ending. Not I don't. It's not that I don't like the ending. I don't like how they wrapped up Melon's story. But I know that it's different in the comic. In the manga. Excuse me. There is a difference. I cannot think of the difference off the top of my head, but there is a difference. So yeah, it was very good, very good. Very good things, very good things. So today we will be playing good old Kingdom Hearts. I am going to re-challenge Riku because now that I have a mouse, it's gonna be over for him. Yeah. So actually, now that I think about it, I'm like talking and there's no music in the background. I'm so sorry for that. So I'm gonna play the music, but I'm gonna try and turn it down a bit. Oh, I don't think it's that loud. I think it's loud for me, but not loud for you guys. Yeah. I'm looking at my desktop audio right now. Uh, yeah, this should be good. Okay, there. Sorry. Like, I wasn't even thinking. I was just like, yap, 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 yap. Gosh, Sonny is rubbing off on me. Good God. Anyways, even if Month of Hollow bleeds into April, because I didn't intend to be gone for so long, I will. Actually, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more because that's in my ears. Oh God, it's so terrible. There, that should be good. Okay. Anyways, so like for me, it's just like I am wait, what was I saying? Oh, right. I did not intend to be gone for so long. So, I will let Sunny out of the jar eventually. And you're just gonna be seeing me for a very long time. So I hope that you're prepared. Um, but yeah, and also, I obviously I don't keep Sunny in the jar. It's just a joke. I mean, he's fine mostly. Um, yeah. Oh, also something I did before my hiatus is I watched The Amazing Digital Circus. So I'm all caught up for the episode 8 tomorrow, and you know, it's gonna be great, I guess. It's gonna be fantastic. Gonna love it. Totally not gonna sob into a pillow or anything. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Yeah. So let's see. What else? I feel like there's some formalities that I just have to get out of the way before we start. Oh yeah. So the reason why I was gone, I had always intended to be gone. However, I didn't intend to be gone for so long. Um, my reasoning is in combination with being sick, my mental health was a little shot. Yes, even vampires go through mental anguish, unfortunately. Like, so what happened is that this is a very I like never imagined myself to be here. But unfortunately, in combination with the artwork that you see here, I also have to take lessons, and my art felt like it had been slacking, and I had felt very tired from just not only attending King School, but also just life in general. So, you know, then it started becoming, I kind of felt like bad about my art. Yes, even kings go through this. So just know that even the best of us have our worst moments. But genuinely, uh it kind of started becoming just not fun to draw or do anything of the sort. I just found myself not wanting to draw, not wanting to do anything, just wanting to lay in my bed and wallow. Sunny was like, "I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't get into high gear," and I'm like, "But, but I'm sad." um, but yeah, like, I don't know. I have a very bad habit of comparing myself, which Sunny says is maybe an inferiority complex. Whoops. Um yeah, I would see good art and then I'd be like, "Damn, that's good art. My art is shit." Or I would be like, "Damn, no matter how much I try, I still feel like shit. Damn. Damn. Yeah." So that was kind of why I was gone for longer. Um because it was just like, what's the point of all this? And genuinely, even before I hopped on to stream to you all, I was feeling this way. And do you want to know what made me stop feeling this way? I took a look inside of an old sketchbook from way back in 2018. That was how, that was what, 12 years ago? Yeah. I looked back at my 2018 sketchbook, and at first I was like, some of the sketches from before, 2018, 2019, I was like, okay, whatever, right? But then I got into like my 2020 work, and I was like, damn, why is this objectively better than anything that I could ever draw now? Like, I was like, what the frick, dude? Like, my art, there's no passion, no thought, no love behind it. Like, even me standing here right now talking to you all, where's the love, damn it? Where's the love? Well, I looked at it, and then I came across. Oh, hold on. I will actually pull this up for you guys, just because I think it's important to have this kind of moment. And also, I think it's important for you to see, like, I think it's important that we all see, like, the progression from back then to now. Um, and, like, this isn't even, like, art from where I started, because I could show you something from, like, where I started, and you could say that my art was objectively bad then. I was just getting started. And then, like, even as I kept growing, I'd be like, "Oh, my art sucks. My art's terrible." And it's like, no, maybe you're not at the skill level that you want to be at, but it doesn't make your art bad. It just means you need to, like, practice. You have no experience, dog. You're just a little baby, a little sprout, dude. You're you're a little baby bad. You haven't even learned how to fly yet, dude. Like, dang. So yeah, let me get this art. I'm trying to get to the art that I have the other art, but there's some of it that I need to, like, get. So let me just save. Oh, rats. Save. I don't know if this one got saved, so I'm just gonna do it again anyway. Because I just, like I said, I think it's important to kind of show, like, I just think it's important, okay? It's important to me to have this discussion. I don't know. Maybe this will help somebody. I hope so. I don't know. I'm just a stupid vampire that doesn't just hides behind the screen. I don't know. You can take anything I say with a grain of salt. I would not blame you. But I want to talk about it anyway because I think it was a significant moment to me, and it kind of helped me get out of that kind of depressive funk. So, yeah. Where is it? I have to go to my downloads. I'm very smart, guys, I promise. Not this one. Okay. Is it this one? Wait, then what is this? Oh, okay. So, I have... Oh, Jeez, scuffed as always. Okay, hold on. The images are so big for no reason. Give me a second. And yes, this is my traditional art, which I could argue is different from my digital art, but I can't say it's all that different, so. Trying to make sure that I don't, like, expose my name. Yes, this is my bed. Sunny decided that my room must be infested with pink, so, yeah. Anyways, let me just, like, scoot it out. So, this is okay, this music is genuinely getting on my nerves. I'm turning it, no. Hold on. Yeah, turning it up, but turning it down. Ah, that was annoying. Okay, sorry. The music was getting on my last nerves, and I can't hear myself think. So, this is a drawing of my character Gaius. You guys have not met him yet because I do not talk about my stories and things because I am very kind of. My stories mean a lot to me and I hold them very close and dear to my heart, and I have trouble sharing them with other people. Like, if you know me, like, behind the scenes, you've seen my characters before, but all of you new people have not. You who do not know me personally, like Sunny and all of my other friends who join me, you do not know me like that. So, um, so I have a character named Gaius. He's supposed to be a land god, and so this is the first time that I not first time that I've ever drawn him, but like this is my first time like putting him in a piece of work and like trying to draw him out of like how I imagined him, right? And so I looked at this, right? And I was like, dang, there's so much detail. It's so good, you know? Like, oh my gosh, there's detail. I love it. You know, I wish that I drew like that now. Where's all the love? Where's all the passion, you know? Like, I could tell that this was drawn at a point where I was really like, ooh, yeah, you know? Like, yes, I still have these moments of, oh, my art's not good, but I feel like it affected me maybe a lot less than it does now, because now it's to the point where like I just won't even draw because I'm like, what's the point? But back then I would just draw despite it being shitty, in my opinion. So then I was like, oh my, because I forgot that I had this sketch in here. And so then I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, wow, it's the land god, it's Gaius, right? Well, this is Gaius now. Like, this is him now. This is my most recent drawing of him. Yeah, I'll just like, I don't know. I'll make him bigger and I'll just cover my face. It's fine. But like, I don't know if you can tell, but like, I'll just move this out of the way. I moved myself out of the way? Question mark? Oh, hold on, just a second. Okay, there. Hello? Can I? There we go. Okay, good stuff. So, like, this is my most recent drawing of Gaius, right? Okay. And I really had to, like, I would, like, zoom in. I like the close up of his face, but I think my favorite part is just the full body image of him. Right? Like, this is Gaius. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, my drawing is so much better. It's great, you know? And like, okay, sure, I need to work on my backgrounds and start drawing them again, but, and yes, there's a lot of character and personality. However, I realized that, like, when I first drew Gaius, I had a direction, right? Like, he was just supposed to be kind of like a plant type of, you know, he's a land god, he's a plant, I don't know. He's a tree, which is why he looks like this. And that's great and all, but I wanted to give him a bit more direction, I suppose. And also, I have a bad habit of drawing like all the same body types all the freaking time. And so I wanted to make him look, you know, I don't know. I wanted to make him more beefy. Like I don't know if that's the way to describe that, but I wanted to give him like a broader build basically. Like he's supposed to be strong. He's supposed to be protector of the forest, you know? And I was originally gonna have he was originally like supposed to be kind of like in like related to a deer, and I just wasn't happy with that design, you know? Like it was fine, but it wasn't what I wanted. So then I redrew him, obviously, and I had to like really look at this sketch and like I realized that there is so much more that I have learned since 2018 that I was able to put like in this drawing. Like sure we have him in a sitting pose, but like even in his standing pose, there's a lot of detail like that I feel is there. I don't know. You could say like, oh, there's no detail, and oh, okay, sorry. I got a notification that I was like, oh, is somebody talking to me? Anyway, so, but yeah, so like even in his stance, you can see like his feet aren't just pointed toward the camera. He's got one foot toward the camera and one foot off to the side. You can see in his kind of gait how, you know, he's kind of like standing there. He's very broad. In comparison to like how I used to draw him, which you get the broadness from maybe the background, but I wanted him like I wanted the character himself to feel, you know, like I don't want to say imposing. Wait, that's actually a good idea for the other characters that I need to draw. Also, I'm literally spoiling everything for you guys, so I hope you're happy. Um, Genuinely, I need to work on these characters some more. I need to tell y'all all about them. I need to yap. I need to yap some more. I need to keep yapping. Yap, yap, yap. um, but yeah, so, you know, here he is. I kind of gave him some cloth and like jewelry and stuff, but I had to really think about this character, and I figure that this character mostly spends time. He does have an animal form that I have yet to draw because animals I don't draw those, but he you know, he spends his time in the forest. You know, I don't think like he. Anyway, I had the idea that whoa, I did not mean to move that. Help! No. Anyway, can Hollow struggles to move pictures. Anyway, but I had the idea that like his pelt was a part of him, and so like whenever so it's like a bear pelt, and I did look up a specific type of bear. I forgot. I have to go back to my refs to see what kind of bear I based him off of, but like I even like took an image of a bear and used it for his face so that I could get like a more unique face shape, like. You're looking at my face, you're looking at his face, and our faces are not the same. Even though, like, when I draw myself, I have like that nice, like, you know, big nose. He's also got a big nose, but nothing about us is alike. Like, my eyes are more slender, his are more round. My eyebrows, I think, are thicker. His are and longer. His are shorter. My eyes have more of like the square shape. They're kind of sharp. Um, Even down to like my smile, like our mouth. His mouth is so much smaller. His eyes are closer together. There's so much fun to be played around in a face. I'm sorry, I'm rambling so much. My my vampire brain has too much on its mind. Um, and then like I had this like so there's like a wolf pelt, and I thought of something funny where like you know, he is the land god, but there are animals that will like challenge him. He spends most of his time in the forest. There are animals that like there are animals that will challenge him and be like, "Oh, you know, like they'll be like, "Oh, you know, like I'm strong and I should be the new protector of the forest." And like time and time again, he proves like why he is the way he is. I mean, he's a literal god. I don't know what else to tell you. And so my story for like the wolf pelt is that he was challenged by a wolf and he said, "Hey man, you don't want to do that." And like even after he proved that he was the stronger one, like the wolf was like, "I'm not backing down." And unfortunately, that resulted in him losing his life because it's like, I'm not going to just sit here and let you attack me every time. So, yeah. But like, I don't know. They just, I mean, you could say that it's because this is traditional art versus digital art, and so there are more things that I can do, but I can't say that's true because if you look at the background, you can see in my line work, like, I added detail with just my lines. And sure, there are brushes that make this a lot easier, but there are ways to achieve similar effects using, traditional media. Um, and so I wasn't even good at digital media when I first started out. I lost all my old drawings because I used to use an app called Drawcast. Yeah, putting myself out there. And it kind of just went away. So every drawing I had, oh, and it was on my old tablet. So, and that is far gone. So it's in the aether realm. um, right. So, but yeah. And so I'm just looking at all the detail and like now that I think about it, I don't I for some reason I thought he had like freckles, but apparently he didn't, but he does now. But like you can just kind of see there's more I feel like there's more direction into this. Maybe not the elf ears, but whatever. I feel like I'm taking a little bit more of like a kind of realistic approach with this design. And then like even in his face, you can see like all the details I was talking about earlier. Now, I will say his eyes look less round in this, but even still, I feel like the shape is still a bit different. And I have like eyelashes because I'm flamboyant. um, and like, I mean, like, dang, dude, like the shading, and you can start to see like where his like that neckline is. I mean, there's just so much that, like, I don't know, there's just so much that I put into it that I didn't have the knowledge in 2018 at the time to do. And like, hopefully, I know that I have like a huge ass ego. I mean, my name is Hollow. Come on now. I'm Hollow the egotistical vampire. But this is not me trying to glaze my work. I promise. This is just me looking at, my artwork from, I guess, like a critical standpoint. Like I'm just analyzing, things about my art that I didn't necessarily like before, and even still things that I didn't notice because I was comparing myself to all the other amazing artists out there instead of looking at where I had come from previously. Like, that's a 12-year difference in art right there. And it's not something that it's not something I paid attention to. I didn't go back and look at my old work. I just thought, oh, I need to keep getting better. And yes, you do need to keep getting better. But when you start comparing yourself to every other fantastic artist out there, not to, like, you just kind of start to lose it. You're like, oh, I'll never be up to that level. And that's not exactly true. The me from 2018 could have never imagined that I would start streaming as a VTuber. That I would start playing video games, that I would start putting my art out there on the internet for people to see. And even if it gets 1 like, 2 likes, that's still something. Hold on, I'm okay. That's still something. Like, that's not nothing. And if you're in that same position, like, genuinely, I want you to know that it's like, give yourself some more credit, like, for putting yourself out there. Yes, would it be nice to get maybe 1,000 likes per post? Sure. Maybe even 40 likes per post would be lovely. 100 likes, who knows? 20 likes. But it's still out there and you're still doing the thing. Like, if that's what you want to do, you have to start somewhere. And I don't know, get out there, draw, chase your dreams, shoot. Even if you have to leave and come back to doing what you love to do, just keep doing it. Heck, I was going to show the other character, I was gonna show the other character that I have, the sea god. Let me see. They don't have names. They are literally just the land and sea god. Let me see. I have to go to downloads. Just kidding. Wait, what is this? This one. Okay. Oh wow, look, it's my bed. Oh my god, I'm exposed. Oh, Hollow secretly likes pink. Sorry, I have to be a little silly. I like being serious. I don't know. This is literally just me rambling my thoughts, and I'm sorry if you're just here for gameplay. I like to yap. I get it from Sunny because I'm with him all the time. Right. So, like, here's another sketchbook drawing of mine. And again, this isn't where I started. This was years of practicing and drawing to get to this point. And, like, when I looked at this, I thought, oh my gosh, like, I just feel like I don't do enough detail in my artworks right now. But like in this here, I was doing, I was like, oh my god, the background. There's so much detail. Oh my gosh, there's a background. And honestly, it was 2018. I had far more time back then than I do now. um, but yes, and so I was like, oh, the detail, like the background, the water, and everything. And then I was like, wait a second, wait a damn minute. This is literally like essentially how I draw him now, just with a bit maybe like more direction for the design as a whole. It's like there, and obviously it was a different time. Like I don't know how to explain it. I'm just rambling on my thoughts. But like here, this is the sea god. This is my most recent. Okay, he's just gonna be big on the screen. I don't know, but like, look. This is the drawing. So on the left is the drawing from 2018, and on the right, the digital piece. The digital piece is from 2018, and it might have been 2019, 2020. I don't know because I don't think I labeled it. But literally, I forgot when I did this digital one, but it was very recent, like within a few weeks ago, and like it's still there. The character is still objectively the same. Just the design is a bit more maybe cohesive, I guess. And I figured out what I wanted to do. I got rid of his arm sleeves and I showed off his arms a bit more. Because he's a fish. He was originally a fish. I will tell you the lore someday if you guys are curious. I will just do when I didn't bring my tablet with me this time, so I can't draw, but what I'm just saying is that you have to start somewhere, and I don't know, don't let fear paralyze you into not creating what you want. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I talked about Iron Lung. If I'm not mistaken, that was like Markiplier's like first like big movie, like in a movie theater. And I actually stumbled across some of his older videos where he does like this inspirational talk, and he's like, I started just, everybody told me that I couldn't do it, and like look at where he's at now. And I think it's really true. I mean, like, this is something that I had only ever dreamed of doing as a very young vampire fledgling. And now I have an entire kingdom. I have you. And I have Sunny. It's great. So, yeah.